A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a solemn gathering that took place on November 1st, tens of thousands of individuals came together to honor the victims of the Novi Sad train station disaster that occurred exactly 1 year prior. The tragedy unfolded at 11:52 a.m. on November 1st, 2024, when a newly renovated concrete canopy collapsed, resulting in the immediate deaths of 14 people, including 2 children. The death toll later rose to 16 as 2 more victims succumbed to their injuries. As early as the night before, many demonstrators arrived to pay their respects, laying flowers and lighting candles at the site of the disaster, where remnants of the collapsed structure serve as a stark reminder of the event. This catastrophe has ignited one of the most significant protest movements in Serbia's recent history, predominantly led by students who have rallied against the administration of President Aleksandar Vučić. The collapse has become a symbol of the widespread corruption plaguing public construction projects across the nation. In response, students have organized extensive marches, aiming to reach various towns and cities to disseminate their demands and combat the negative portrayal of their movement by pro-government media, which often labels them as terrorists funded by foreign interests. While the protests have largely remained peaceful, there have been instances of violence over the summer, leading to clashes between supporters of the president and demonstrators, resulting in hundreds of arrests. In light of the increasing governmental repression, the European Parliament recently passed a resolution endorsing the right of Serbian citizens and students to protest peacefully, condemning the state's crackdown on dissent. European Enlargement Commissioner Marta Kos remarked on social media that the Novi Sad tragedy is catalyzing a shift in Serbia. She stated, "It has mobilized the masses for accountability, freedom of expression, and an inclusive democracy. These values will guide Serbia towards the European Union, to which Belgrade is a candidate." In a contrasting scene, President Vučić and several ministers attended a memorial service at the St. Sava Basilica in Belgrade, where thousands of his supporters gathered to light candles and honor the deceased. In his address to the nation, Vučić expressed regret for his previous comments that accused students of attempting to overthrow the government. He apologized and called for dialogue, yet he did not address the protesters' persistent calls for early elections. Currently, 3 investigations are underway, one concerning the accident itself, another led by the Specialized Prosecutor's Office focused on organized crime and corruption related to the renovation project, and a third by the European Public Prosecutor's Office investigating potential misappropriation of EU funds during the reconstruction. In mid-September, the prosecutor's office called for trial proceedings against 13 individuals, including 2 former ministers, but protesters demand more substantial accountability. As the anniversary of the tragedy unfolds, the impact of the Novi Sad disaster continues to resonate throughout Serbia, highlighting the deep-seated issues of governance and accountability within the region. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.